Hello, for those of you who are watching the playback. Before we start, I know I can't play any copyrighted music on here, but, I have my own music that I've written, and I just wanted to share with you a couple of songs from that before we start, like I do on my other channel. But yes, this is the next stream. We're going to be talking about the Strawberry Douche Witch Hunt. But enjoy these songs by Death Monarch. I just wanted to go back to when times were musical. Enjoy. What's up, Lulu? What's up, Linda Cinnacunt? What's up, Bethamus? What's up, Pressure Cooker? I could do streams every night on here, I just don't. But this one I wanted to do on YouTube.
Out inside of me, sounds like Jesus. It's not my fault. This is my final urge.
Badass solo coming up. I'll still give credit where credit's due. What's up, my love? Oh, that's me that typed yes. Got one more song after this and we'll get started, guys. Trust me. I got nostalgic. I love this song.
We're gonna
listen to that. Like 10 to 15 seconds. I can't hold on a note that long.
one more scream as you plead for your guard.
As I watch your life leave your rise, but it's a must. Your final breath is what I love. Start
When you die, start when you die.
Good stuff. I wrote this one. It's about a home invasion murder. This solo was always sick in this song. It was always so sick. Why, thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. I love Cold Chamber. I just saw him live. What's up, Jana? All right, here comes the crescendo. Here we go. Da 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 da. All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Negs Live right here on YouTube. Negs Live brought to you by Dutch Dublin. That's kind of like my new name. People can still call me Negs. You can call me Negs all you want. Call me Negs all you want. But I am now Dutch Dublin, in case anybody hasn't noticed. We're going to give people a few minutes to get in here. I want to talk about this strawberry douche witch hunt, man. Like really piqued my interest when I heard that more innocent people were being harassed and that the authorities are involved. I got real interested when I heard authorities involved, because it just so happens that the people that are doing that to them have also done it to us. So, like, wow, you really couldn't have put yourself in a worse position. We're going to have a look at some really scalding hot tea, I guess. And we are going to take a look at some things people should not have posted publicly. And we are going to prove that these individuals from the bodega, the support group, they don't know what the fuck they're doing when it comes to finding people, okay? I remember 2 or 3 years ago when I was I was the anti-hater leader, de facto leader, that Alex Glitterqueef was giving everybody a bunch of trouble, and I was tasked with finding her, and I found her, and I was right. She said failed docs. We flash forward to now. It's you. It was you. So you're not good at it. I am. That's why I don't do it. It's like being a master forger, right? It's like being a master forger. You have the skill, but you just don't use it because you can't use it for good for yourself, right? So, but it seems that everybody's went out and found somebody named Aaliyah or something like that. I remember hearing about this a few weeks ago, but I was like just a little bit more concerned about Tragic trying to swat my store. How many swattings is that now, Tragic? How many people have you swatted, allegedly swatted? This shit is nuts, dude. This is nuts. And I wanted to do it here on YouTube because I wanted maximum impact and I wanted the biggest audience I could get. Because I don't know, I could probably get 100 some viewers on Rumble, but you can get a membership here though, or give a super chat, or you can use one of these payment processors below if you would like to support the channel. Clara and I split everything. We share everything. So, yeah. Whew. I got sent a bunch of Kiwi Farms stuff. And, like, Tragic, you are... You and Yaba and Sam, I mean, I'm not saying this to be like, you know, internet, like, you know, oh, you're going to go to jail. But if y'all don't quit, you're going to go to jail. If y'all don't quit, you're going to go to jail and get sued. Because you've got me, who's had the fire department, the cops, and the ambulances all sent to my house, my business while I was live. Didn't get a reaction from me because she's safe as she could have ever been. What am I going to do? Go down there and make a spectacle? Nah. I kept doing my stream and she was safe. She was safe. Half the fucking police force was there. And we have the person's voice on audio who did it. So we got that. That's illegal as fuck. We got one fatty has driven over 10 total hours to stalk Clara twice, no less, whose wife has made a violent threat, and in the violent one, her current wife has admitted to calling CPS. So I'm thinking that, like, if I'd heard that and then you hear what I'm about to read to you all, I would probably stop. I would just stop, because listen, you're harming innocent people now, but in the future you're going to lose everything, because when you get into a legal pinch of this caliber and it becomes criminal, which is what it is now. Every bit of this is criminal at this point. It is. I don't give a fuck that 1,700 people, old women who are in the nursing home. What, you feel good vacuum sucking up all those Social Security checks there, Yabba? I don't give a fuck that they sit around and take out their oldness and ugliness and fatness on Chantel. Don't care. Don't give a fuck. Right is right. Wrong is wrong. And what's happening right now is a witch hunt. So I was going to talk about mental health. I guess this ties in. But the first thing I want to play for you guys, and I will explain the relevance of it to you after the bit, okay? Okay, it's Larry the Cable Guy from the Blue Collar Comedy Tour, right? He's gonna tell us a joke about NASCAR. I hope this doesn't get flagged or anything.
Is this the dumbest part of the show right here? It's got to be close.
Hang on.
I mean,
Hang on.
Something. Lord, I apologize. We do NASCAR sponsorship. I just thought the announcing would be pretty cool. It's a beautiful summer's eve here at the track. The KY Jelly car has just accelerated and easily slipped into the number 2 hole.
That's funny right there. I don't care who you are.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, keep listening. Keep listening.
Has been itching and burning rubber all season out there, and is number 1 in the Bush standings.
I got him. All right.
That's right.
Share the stream, guys. Share.
Like cars and driving fast and all that. When I get places, I usually drive, so I don't fly the airplane. I don't care who you are. That's funny right there.
They did somebody cut it or
You
something.
need to get out of here, 'cause that's funny. That's funny. They want to take the Winston out of NASCAR. Did you know that? They say that's offensive. Well, what in the world? Who's going to sponsor NASCAR? Stay free mini pad?
Okay, keep listening. Keep listening.
Pretty good racing, wouldn't it? Well, we got 43 cars this year in the Kotex Cup. There's Jeff Gordon in the number 24 Strawberry Douche Chevy Monte Carlo.
What was that he said?
There's Jeff Gordon in the number 24 Strawberry Douche Chevy Monte Carlo.
Now, let's listen to it one more time.
There's Jeff Gordon in the number 24 Strawberry Douche Chevy Monte Carlo.
Okay, so you're probably wondering, Negs, what's the importance of this? What is the significance? This was a insanely popular tour that they did, okay? And I remember that joke like I just heard it yesterday. I always remembered that joke. What's up, D? Always remembered that joke. And then it dawned on me today. Somebody was telling me, man, they're really harassing this family. They're swatting them. The cops are getting involved. The FBI, cybercrime division, all this stuff, right? So why I say it's a witch hunt is because do you know how many millions of people watched that bit? Do you know how many people have probably used strawberry douche as some kind of fucking name? Do you understand? Do you understand where I'm coming from? Right? Like, go look and see how many Punishers there are. Go look and see how many Batmans, Jokers, whatever there may be. Go see how many there are. Hey, thank you very much, OGD Higgins. So happy you're back. Thank you very much. I see somebody has an issue with me on here. Well, Shu, you don't have a membership thing next to your name. So, like, if you were a member, then what you said, I would take with some credence. But to me, it just tells me that you're just here to derail the chat. So why don't you contact Clara privately? And I've told everybody, if there's an issue with me, because she said this is our channel, and we share it. I do all my streaming on Rumble. I came over here tonight because this is an important story. It involves people on YouTube, and I wanted to cover it here. Okay. If you don't want to watch me on here, I mean, like, do you think I'm trying to get her banned as I watch my language and stuff? Yeah. Uh-oh, you timed out DC returns. What'd you do? What happened? Somebody, OGD, what? Oh, you got timed out, D. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. This was a very popular tour. This sold millions of copies. We had a copy in my house. I watched it 1,001 times. So you can't go out and think Strawberry Douche is an original idea that only one person on this planet or in this country has, right? There's no way. You'd have to be a moron to think that. So we're going to move on to the Kiwi Farms portion of the stream. Matthew Berlinger, got your own fucking thread finally, huh? You feel good? Feel good about yourself? So I'm just gonna start reading. Okay, I'm just gonna start reading. I know this is a foreign concept to people like Yab and Tragic, but something interesting. What appears to be an IRL friend of Aaliyah Alexander showed up on Twitter to try to convince a feral pack of people that Aaliyah is not me. And of course, the more she insisted, the more they tripled down. They said they Googled her name. Weird. And location. Weird. And it led her to she said she Googled Aaliyah's name and name location to find out why she is being harassed, and it led her to a horrible forum. Okay. She thought she was talking about this one, but it was like Onion Farms or something else. Well, here's that friend. They decided to chime in. Why? Because Tragic is never right. Sam is never right. You guys have hundreds of you have sat there and listened to Sam say one thing, knowing good goddamn well it's documented that she is lying. Right? You guys suck at this. You're harassing more innocent people. And I'm very interested. I would like to talk to them privately because this isn't content. It is time for action. It is time for action. It is. If people are getting swatted, I don't want the fucking fire department at my store. I want to run my store. It's not fair that innocent people can't even just go out in their lives and enjoy it without these ignorant, uneducated people online interfering. Okay, so what Aaliyah's friend, the one that Tragic and everybody, Sam, have allegedly been harassing. Says, what absolutely lovely timing to be Aaliyah's friend that needed to find their way here. But after the mental gymnastics I've seen yesterday, I'm sure they will post, ha ha, look, SD talking to themselves because facts mean we made a mistake, so we can never acknowledge that. They will not acknowledge their mistakes ever. So yeah, those Zitter posts are all me. I had no idea about this website till a day before yesterday when Sammy Jean called Aaliyah's sister to further the harassment. Sam, you deliver constantly. You constantly deliver. There's never a time when you don't deliver. Never a point where you don't deliver. Every time. You know what? I that people probably have a point. People probably have a point. I'm going to end this stream. I'm going to take my ass over to Rumble. You guys could go and say, ah, ha, 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 we did this. But this has been a point of contention with me. Okay? I will continue where I left off over on Rumble because I don't even want to see any more of it in the chat. Okay? I get what you're getting at. I get what you're getting at. I get what you're doing. It's okay. It's okay. You can have your way this time. But go over to Negs Live. Why not? Why not? People keep popping up. They don't want me here. They don't want me here. So I just go to Rumble, right? I just go to Rumble where I belong, right? Anybody wants me to stay, put a 1 in the chat. And put a 1 in the chat. We'll do the there's support group scumbags. I don't care who they are. I don't know if they're subs. I don't know if they're members. I don't know if they don't. It's obvious they haven't given any money because they don't have anything by their name. Well, if they're support group hags, then that makes sense because they failed. They fail doxed somebody. So, okay, let's just get back to it then. Sorry about that. I just want to do my thing. You know, I just want to give this fucking report because it's serious. And I'm so sick to death of Sam Telfer and Corey Ruth and Matthew Berlinger constantly getting away with shit. I'm sick of it. It's like that scene in Breaking Bad where Jesse finally breaks down and says he can't keep getting away with this. Move. What are you doing? Please, you are under my feet. Please move. Okay? You got a chair you can lay in and everything, all right? But you got stepped on. Oh, we got him that time. No, I respect Clara enough to just dip if you assholes are going to try to make it difficult. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Tragic needs to get into a fist fight with a real man. That's what he needs. Because he's been fucking with women for way too long. Okay, so Sam called Aaliyah's sister allegedly. I'm going to say allegedly because I don't fucking know. I wasn't there, right? Okay. That was when we were like, okay, the swatting wasn't just a random thing. They swatted him too. So... and there's some people online clearly making it into an actual thing. When you messaged Aaliyah back then, Strawberry, she mentioned she was swatted and the stuff, but she wasn't sure if she was related to the harassment by these people or just some crazy troll or ex or something. So yeah, they are like crazy exes. So yeah, all I had to do was Google her name in Florida, and what pops up other than Onion Farms docs thread, which was made by that Elaine girl apparently, which led to the name Strawberry Douche. When I told Aaliyah about it, clicked, she made an email named Strawberry Douche almost 20 years ago as a literal child. The Blue Collar Comedy Tour is about 20 years old, right? Let's see. Let me see when it came out. Let's see when the first one was. When was the first one? 2002. Wow. Wow. 22 years ago. Okay, cool. Cool. You see my point now, right? You see my point. about showing you that clip of Larry the Cable Guy, right? You guys are chasing ghosts. You are on a witch hunt and committing crimes while you're doing it, which I hate to encourage you to keep doing it, but like Sam, all week long, all you've done is deliver and deliver and deliver. You say everything with your full chest online and leave evidence behind. It's amazing. And I don't know if it's because you think you got this small group of people around you that you're insulated with Yabba's fucking community or whatever it may be. That's not the real world. That's the internet. You're reaching into real people's lives, you've admitted to trying to fucking destroy my business. So there's no reason all of those people, I can afford to fly out to people and sit down and talk to them and compare notes and go make reports together. I don't care, because it's been going on for so goddamn long. Everybody's so sick of it. Everybody's so sick of it because they can't even, like me, I felt like I couldn't even walk out to my car. I've had Sam sitting behind me stalking me. This shit has gone far enough. Anyway, so yeah, she made it 20 years ago as a child. So 20 years ago would have been 2004, almost 2005. Blue Collar came out in 2002. And yeah. So big brains. So you think this is just the only strawberry douche in the world. No, you just picked somebody and started harassing them. By the way, the SD slander on my part was just me trying to convince them that it was a completely different person. I couldn't give a shit less what people say or do online as long as it's not actively harassing someone, which is what that femcel, you hear that? Femcel mob I had the displeasure of talking to is doing and ramping up. You're not femcels. It was amazing. Forgive me for not knowing the years of lore around this place as I fumble through all of this. The goon squad yesterday that I ironically tried to reason with kept screaming all kinds of names and connections and shit of people I've never even heard of. And me not knowing that seemed to make me guilty. And then they kept calling me Aaliyah, which I'm not, because she saw all of this. Because if she saw all this, I'm scared she would commit Sudoku. Anyway. It's so strange, like finding pictures of your best friend online tied to all kinds of crazy shit that she or you had no clue about. It's like coming across one of those weird role-playing websites and someone is using you know's picture and framing them as a completely different person. I didn't know how to explain it, but it's extremely violating. Yeah, it is extremely violating. How old is Sam? 50 fucking years old. 50 fucking years old. A grandmother who abandoned her children so she could go while still married to a pedophile after accusing her of the guy she was with. I think he trafficked women or children, or I don't know what he did. He was pedo. And then she went and moved in with Yabba after accusing her of trafficking her children. And then it turns out that Yabba was also with the pedophile for 16 years. And apparently that's not a big deal, even though I just don't understand this double standards. You guys go out here and harass people over nothing. But yet you go, oh, look, a guy who raped a little girl. Let's use his name to make money. You're fucked in the head. Stay the fuck away from people. I genuinely know nothing about this place, and I realized that these girls' entire lives revolve around creating drama and then using it to make YouTube videos, so I gave up. Yep, and then we make YouTube videos on them too. That's how it works. That's how it works. That's what we do over here. But the only difference is there's no pedophiles over here. At least not that I know of. And if there are, I'll get rid of them. I won't be like, yeah, but I'll be like, oh, I know we did Chantel like that. Okay. Well, they ignored my DMs and started blasting me and Aaliyah in comments and stuff. So I kept replying with facts that they continue to ignore. They ignore facts. They don't like facts. Saying I need to prove she was a SD, which is impossible because they won't allow proof And 2, you can't prove a negative. They never proved it was her in the first place. I asked for proof and they just kept screaming, I'm tired of giving it, which means they know it's flimsy and nothing. They just want to hold on to a perceived win, even though it will now literally get them into legal trouble. Are you hearing this now? I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited because before I was alone, now I'm not alone. And now we have other people who are going to press charges against you because the shit you're doing is illegal. That's basically why I'm here. I'm not keyed in to know all these websites and archives of what is where and who did what. I really did mean that that there were multiple reports filed and we were finally able to get an actual detective with cyber affairs assigned to the case and who Aaliyah can actively contact. Congratulations, guys. You know what sucks, Yabba, is that your wife and you're going to catch every bit of the blowback. And guess who else that affects? Anybody in the house dependent on you, whom you obviously don't give a fuck about. Before I don't want to wait, I want to help exonerate my best friend to stop this wonderful and kind person from the continued harassment of these weird chronically online hens who just seem to enjoy clucking at each other and so pathetically obsessed with online drama of boards no one normal has ever heard of. Okay, yeah, sorry. The Elaine person claims that doxing is not illegal. Yes, it is if it's malicious, and what you did was malicious. I have terrible news for her. She's right, except for one thing. If it leads to harassment, it's illegal, and that's what I'm talking about when it comes to malicious doxing. So basically, I know that no one here has any reason to help me. I'll help you. I'll help you. I will not make content out of this. I will not. This is it. I'm reading this because everybody needs to know. Everybody needs to know. But I am moved by seeing someone finally fucking believe me that Aaliyah isn't involved in any of this, as well as the weight of knowing that someone in cybercrimes is actually looking into it. Oh, hope they don't check your hard drive, tragic. I just want help compiling really hard evidence of that entire group's harassment of an entirely innocent woman. How about if we do that and we give you all of the harassment of all the innocent people that they've harassed? It would fill up a terabyte hard drive. I genuinely do not give a single shit what goes on in any of these forums or anything Strawberry Douche does. Free speech. I am not after uncovering the actual SD to clear Aaliyah's name, but because after interacting with those horrible brain-dead fem cells yesterday, I truly understand. I have all the conversations yesterday with them saved. When they offered me and Aaliyah to get on cams with them, we said, sure, if that'll help. Then they changed the subject. I have clipped video of the Elaine person talking about having found Strawberry Douche, lol. I also have hilariously stupid tinfoil hat video of them proving Aaliyah is SD that looks like it should be on Ancient Aliens. That's probably one of Tragic's videos. A 20-year-old email, and look, her Facebook profile has a picture of a man eating flour from Mario, which is basically a strawberry with teeth. Checkmate, atheist. I have cracked the case. It's still laughable at how they literally know nothing, claim to be victims of harassment themselves, and spent over a year harassing a completely oblivious woman. I do not care what anyone does or has done to them. It's none of my business. Nobody's done anything to them, by the way. Not a goddamn thing. All I want is for everyone who's making my friend's life miserable to properly be taken down. They will be. And hard, they will be. Just trying to gather true and hard evidence of people involved in the harassment of Leah, nothing more. Either here or DM me. I could share a proton for info exchange. All right. Edit. As an extra fun piece, Laura cringe. I enjoyed how they took a criminal charge for possession of a weed pipe and turned it into Aaliyah being a meth addict and created a whole little faux role play about it. Got a lot of teeth and pounds for a meth addict. We know, we live in the South. Wow. Seems like you guys got yourselves into some hot water on this one. I mean, you're already in hot water. You're just too stupid to feel the temperature. I told you. I told you. You were going to pick the wrong person. you were going to pick the wrong person and you were going to fuck up. Hang on a second. I want to look at this stuff before I commit to it. Yeah, I can't see that. Tragic and AK at the center of it, huh? Well, that's crazy. Okay, here's some good stuff. I'm only going to show the good stuff because, you know, people's feelings and everything are valid, but like this is the good stuff. Whose thread you reading from? Right now, it's Big Vag. I won't have time until later today to do more searches, and it's going to take many days to collect stuff. But here's Elaine threatening to swat Aaliyah and her family every time I post her thread. There you go. Just take a gander at that. Hi, Strawberry Douche. Let's play a priority game. From now on, I've been told every time you post defamatory material in my thread, Aaliyah Alexander and her parents will get a visit. So what matters more, logging me or innocent lives? I love a game of priorities, and you're so fun. That is the dumbest fucking thing you could have posted on the internet. Why would you post that on the internet? Why? Why would you even imply that people are going to get killed if they say something defamatory about you? Your fucking name is Troll Cow Online. That's your name. Isn't that the juicy stuff? That's the juicy stuff from the support group and the fucking bodega, guys. Just, you know, just keeping you in the know here. Hang on a second. That's the same one. Okay, so this person is obviously an internet badass. Here they say, I'm not done yet. Do inform your father that the next time he makes someone aware of Ralph's past, I will submit a new FBI harassment report alongside messaging a personal contact of mine. It sounds like a threat to me. Maybe you will, but I won't allow Vickers to harass the internet or sue randoms. Really? Really? You don't like people harassing people and sue? I mean, what is this? You are out of your goddamn mind, Elaine. You ain't going to do shit. The only person that's had any balls to do anything is Sam. And that's just because she's nuts and wants to be close to people. Why do you think she lives with Yabba? Did you figure out if that Adidas shirt was a fake or not yet? Did you figure out if I printed it? I don't have a rented printer, honey. Okay. I don't have a rented printer. Hang on a second. We're not done. Okay, here we go. Well, let's just share what kind of shit is going on. This is all I want. Elaine does it all for me. Tell Strawberry Douche that attention seeking in my thread was ill-advised, and what I won't take out on her, I'll take out on her elderly relatives. I sent out an email earlier to see how many I can get fired in a day. You are all fucked. You know that? If you're fucking with, I mean, seriously, if you're doing this to another family, who was the last family y'all did this to? Y'all did this to another family. I can't remember who it was, but you like really dug your heels in. I know you done it to me and Clara, and you know, you got two lesbians for some reason who are absolutely obsessed with inappropriate relationships between minors and adults. It's too much. Like literally, I literally buried someone I loved, and my life was made hell for 7 years. These people literally e-beg and generate money from harassing people, and pedophiles, and nobody cares. What kind of reality am I in right now? What kind of reality am I in right now? This isn't the real world. This isn't how the real world functions. I'll tell Elaine something. Like, what the fuck? Who you go contact? Would you contact my 89-year-old grandmother? She'd probably talk to you. She'd probably pray for you. And no matter what you said to her, what are you going to do? Get her fired from the nursing home? Oh, wait, she's a patient. You'll take it out on elderly people, huh? Why don't you, this is the problem with you, Yabba, Tragic, all y'all, is you haven't squared up with somebody face to face and said the shit you've said or did the things you've done. Like I said, Sam's the only one. She's either stupid enough or crazy enough to drive a 5-hour round trip into a courtroom where she doesn't belong, where she's 10 feet from somebody she was just allegedly terrified of a few weeks earlier. But if there's anything that we can do to help these people, if they're genuine, I want to help, because there's nothing more. All these motherfuckers wanted me in jail. Alex Glitterqueef, all these they all wanted me in jail. So don't think that for a hot second I wouldn't take an opportunity to combine all the harassment that I've endured, they've endured, and other people have endured in order to have a case, because I will. I don't give a fuck. Where's Strawberry Douche now? Right there. Oh, look at Tragic. Oh, look at Tragic, guys. He's such a big man. Look at Tragic and he's such a big man. Knock, knock, huh? So is that why you sent the fire department? Because you don't have the balls to hop on a plane and come knock, knock yourself? Dude, you are literally... I mean, this was 2 years ago. You guys have been doing this for 2 fucking years. Are you serious? 2 years. This December. Tragic likes going after women because he's, we know why, Beth. We know why Tragic only goes after women. Because he can't handle a man. He can only handle a man when it comes to kratom. Did you have a bad night? I feel like you might have had a bad night. You guys are insane. Why don't you go do these things yourselves? That's what I want to know. Like, I'm Gen X. If we didn't have the internet to social media, if you said to somebody you're going to beat somebody's ass, you were going to fight. You are going to fight. That's what's going to happen. You guys go on the internet and by proxy harass people because you're cowards. Because in real life, you're absolutely harmless. That if you were standing before the people that you do stuff to, you would be pissing your pants. You would be. Every single last one of you. You're harmless. You're as harmless as a fucking fruit fly. But given a keyboard, oh, you could wreak havoc. You ever thought about like, oh, what if I did something that put me in jail? You know, there are people in jail that are absolutely out of their minds. The jails are basically the new asylums. You know that? Oh, they all, you know what's strange? They all abuse mentally ill people. They all do. I'm mentally ill. I don't like make that my identity, but they know I got issues. And you know why they know I got issues? Because they were there when I buried they weren't there at the funeral, but they were there when I buried my son and knew what I was going through, and that's when they struck. And they've kept it up. They kept it up. They kept it up. They kept it up. They kept it up. I have probably over a dozen, 20 plus instances at this point. Oh, was that AK? Hey, AK, aren't you getting sued? Isn't that something that's happening to you right now, getting sued? Oh, I remember this now. I remember this now. You have been on this for a couple years. Tragic says, I fucking love doxing people. I love exposing people's personal information as a form of a threat and then performing, which causes them distress, something that causes them distress. Dude, like, you know, what? It's different to post this and not do it, you know, just be joking around. Ha, it's ironic, whatever. But no, you do this and then you post stuff like this. You and Sam deliver. You guys are like 30 minutes are free every single time. You deliver because you can't help yourselves. Your narcissism, your egos you need ass pats constantly because you can't even affirm yourself. You need affirmation in the most toxic, negative way that it just completely rots your brain at this point. Unbelievable. You guys are fucking nuts. Absolutely out of here. Knock, knock, says the grown man to a woman. Knock, knock. You know what this motherfucker does? He goes and he hides. He goes to his grandma's. He goes over to his sugar mama's house, whatever he's got going on, allegedly, and hides out and then does all of his stuff so nobody can keep up with him. But I'm glad to know that you love doxing people. I'm sure, you know, all this stuff being documented isn't going to, you know, backfire in any way. Let's see here. Okay, this is worth reading. I'll read this because this is funny. Okay, definitely longer post incoming, but just got to stop and laugh at the pre-recorded call that couldn't answer questions. Yeah, after they pulled Aaliyah to the police station after the swatting, they confirmed it wasn't her. They also realized that Aaliyah didn't even say her own name correctly, and they even said it sounded like a pre-recorded thing because all of the yes answers sounded the same. Oh! And they couldn't answer questions that they hadn't planned for, like how to... Whoa! Does that sound familiar? How does that sound familiar, guys? Remember when 911 was called on my store because there was smoke coming out the back door and there were kids and the person couldn't answer questions and it seemed robotic? Does anybody else remember? Somebody said that. Somebody pointed that out. Like it was pre-recorded or something. The service that was used for the individual responsible for running the service is arrested. Okay, good. At least somebody's arrested. Yeah, Tragic didn't answer his door. So, and the second funny thing is that in those texts that genuinely either fake or an actual different random person because that's never been her phone number. Wrong number, bitch. Stop texting me. Guy is my new hero. In the meantime, thank you for helping me gather all this amazing stuff. It's so tricky for a genuine noob to navigate these waters, LOL. And I am grateful that they are all such genuine morons as to leave such an easy digital trail to follow. Boy, howdy. Boy, howdy. Like, seriously, I'm a moron and I found them. So I'd imagine an actual intelligence officer is going to be way better at it, but I figured I could expedite the process, and boy, is it. I can't read those messages, so. Wow. I mean, if this stuff is true, wow. If it's not, it's a good story, right? If it's not a good time, it's a good story. But it just goes to show that you are continually, like, being fucking evil, man. Like, look, I know that I've said some fucked up shit. I haven't done any fucked up shit, though. That's the thing. I haven't called anybody. I haven't fucking harassed anybody IRL. I haven't done any of that stuff. None. Zero. Zilch. I go live and my mouth gets going and the razor tongue comes out and next thing I know, the bodies are stacked like Lincoln logs. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that. I think I've moved past that. I think I've grown past that. And I am more focused like now on things that are important, but also this is important. This story of these two women and this man and this other woman needs to be addressed. I just don't have a lot of people that follow me that have channels. Like some people have clip channels and stuff like that, but you know, it's hard to get, like their audiences are big, which makes you think that they would like, because you see how pissed like 300,000-400,000 people get at one creator over nothing. And then you see, 32,000 people not even blink an eye at grifting money with a pedophile. It's perplexing. Yeah, I heard about that, Vicky. Yeah, but you can't be sending like wellness checks. You can't be swatting people. You can't be sending CPS because every time you send CPS, a child goes neglected and goes without because they got to go back. They got to write up their final report. They got to do all this other shit. So it means they don't have time to take an actual call. So thanks to you, a kid, you know what? I can go as far as to say that all the CPS calls that have been made by these communities, it's possible that a child has died or gotten hurt very severely because they were at somebody else's house where they didn't need to be. That's the shit that really gets to me. And these people are sociopaths. They don't care. They don't care. Do not care. Dude, when somebody sends a huge, fat, tall guy into your store to film you secretly, that's weird. That's 3 times stalking us. 3 times. Just to get a raw video of us in the wild, I guess, in the jungles of Borneo. That's weird. I'm sorry, that's weird. If a man goes in and films a woman secretly, that's fucking weird, dude. And then if a man drives 5 hours to go to a court hearing that has nothing to do with him, that's weird. It's the same if a woman does it. It's fucked up. It's stalking. But I am very interested to hear that other people have been enduring it and are taking action. You can stop a long time timeout by retiring them. Okay, I don't know what that means. But anyway, my point of this was to just let you know that allegedly there are people taking it seriously and allegedly they need some help. And I have a little time, so not really sure how to get a hold of them. So if anybody knows, send them my way. Email's probably in the fucking description or something. Or, cash at me $1 with your phone number or something. Because this shit needs to be vetted heavily. It needs to be vetted heavily. But that doesn't mean that it's not happening. Because I don't understand how somebody can spend every day. They spend every day tearing down Chantel, but then the same people are using the rest of their day to call CPS, to make false reports, to lie, outright lie about things that they did and people saw them fucking do, to lie about things that they know you didn't do. This is a whole nother level of villainy. This is some villainous shit. There's absolutely no way people like this could function in the normal world. They belong within the matrix. Take the L on this one. This is another one. You can't take the L, so you're just gonna okay. So you don't take the L and you keep it going, and then you go to jail. Now what? What do you in for? I didn't know when to stop. I don't know what no means. That's what it is. It's the equivalent of rape. When people are harassing you, coming to your house, or doing whatever they're doing, they're forcing themselves upon you. I know you're not being penetrated. That's why I call it harassment. They pull their dick out, it becomes sexual harassment, right? It's no different when somebody forces themselves upon you in any kind of nature, albeit physically or verbally. There's a lot of people out there who I don't know if people are afraid to take a stand, because I've seen the support group audience, and it's a lot. And I'm 47. I'm no spring chicken, but like elderly people. And I don't know if they're like spending their husband's pensions or their pensions or their social security checks or whatever it is. Because remember, that people were, they were saying, somebody was giving me their social security check. Everything they say is projection. It's been proven to this date. Almost everything they say is projection. So that means I've seen pictures of their community. These are elderly fucking people. And I hope to God that if I'm that old, if I get to be that old, I'm not a miserable asshole. I hope I bring joy to the world with my wisdom and wit. I couldn't imagine sitting at home listening to some illiterate Hoosier try to stammer their way through critiquing something somebody does every day in their life without showing 1 minute, 1 second of their life. Can't even go out and rent like an Airbnb and fake it for a day. I mean, like, it's low quality, lazy content. All right, there I am. Oh, I have my camera off because I don't know what's allowed on YouTube anymore. All right. Sorry, I get a little frustrated earlier. It's just I love Clara, and I don't want to make anything difficult for her. And it's not getting triggered. Can we talk about that for a second? Can we just talk about the word trigger for a second? Having an emotional reaction to something that's really stupid or fucked up is not being triggered, and it's not a win for you because you can't even take the L on Aaliyah, but do go on. A trigger is something that puts you in a place that none of you who are out there doing this, all the harmless people doing all this harm, you couldn't handle it. You would break down completely. From the top of your head to your ankles, you would crumble underneath the pure weight, the pure emotional and physical weight of actually getting fucking triggered. And then if it doesn't last just a couple hours, it can last days. And it can affect your physical health. So quit misusing the word. All right. What was I talking about? I'm sorry. I'm not going to jail. I know that. I know that for a fact. I'm not going to jail. Somebody said I was going to jail. I said, for what? That triggers me. Fwamp. A trigger is from trauma. So somebody who comes in and says something stupid and says, "Oh, you're triggered," they're assuming that I have a trauma related to the ignorant comment that they made. I remember people used to make lewd comments about my son that passed away, and then I would have a response because I didn't know how to deal with it in the beginning, and they'd be like, "Oh, you're triggered." Think about that for a second. Think about it's like killing somebody's cat in front of them crying. You'd be like, huh, "You're triggered, dude." Oh man. That was such a weird time. It was such a weird time. People are fucking weird and cruel and unusual. And I look around at the people I love who have passed away, and God has taken the wrong people off the planet. He has. He's taken the wrong fucking people off the planet. I always say God as a reference to something that takes us away, you know. He's taken the wrong people away and left us with trash. Absolute trash. Look at the governments. Look at the people being dumped into cities here. Look at everything. Everything is on fire. Everything sucks. Everything is hell. And they're taking all the good people. Maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe I am still here because I deserve it. My point being is that there are a lot of people going through a lot of shit, and they don't need your fucking lies, swatting, horse shit. Find something else to do. Like, really. You know, I could sit here very easily and make shit up to bury you, but I'm not going to. I don't have to. Why? I don't understand why I have to when everything connected to you two girls is somehow connected to people who are either minor attracted, actual pedophiles, child traffickers, people like yourselves who have private conversations about inappropriate stuff. It's all so weird. Why does that have to be repeated? Like, that's like usually instant cancellation. You know what I'm saying? Well. Nobody cares about the YouTube platform. They don't. I'm over on Rumble. I don't care about I don't care. I don't care. Did I mention I don't care? There's plenty of places you can produce a podcast on your computer. Go to all these other places and upload it, and you don't have to worry about live chats interrupting you and all that stuff, and you can make millions of dollars. This drama stuff, listen, when you guys started forcing it and started cow tipping by calling people and swatting people and doing stuff like that, it didn't become, that's why I started calling it trauma channels. It's because that's what you do. You inflict trauma upon people. People who are like, I remember the first few times the CPS came, I thought I was going to crack. And eventually you get used to it because you learn how to communicate with them. What? I'm nice to everybody but the government. Sorry. You know, I don't know you. I don't know you. What are you doing here? I cooperate. I cooperate. Can we take his picture? I don't know why. I tell him how weird it is the whole time. But doing all this shit and this weaponization, like, what if somebody out there decides to start doing it to you nonstop, day in and day out, Cyrax style? Cyrax got 8,000 pounds of quikrete on his fucking porch. If it rains, every one of those is going to be 100-pound brick. Let's see, what time is it? I'm going to share my gaming channel. I don't know. How many of you put a 1 in the chat if you watch any type of gaming? Don't be ashamed. because honestly, this stuff chaps my ass, and I really do it just for informational purposes because I just don't like. I don't like it. I don't like it. But I wanted to talk. I wanted to talk about mental health. Which let's do that. What is it, about 8 o'clock? Okay, cool. Here you go. That's my Rumble gaming channel. Excuse me. Excuse me. I play a lot of Call of Duty. Holy crap! My first stream has 446 views. That's crazy, man. I play a lot of Call of Duty. It's fun. I talk. I chat. I joke around. Generally don't discuss this stuff. It's a breakaway from all the typical bullshit that people are doing all over the place. So listen, I have broken free from the control that I've allowed other people to have over my emotions online through their actions, such as these nefarious actions that they do all the time. But now we're at a point where I want to see the complete elimination of it. I want to see laws on the books. I want to see people in handcuffs. I want to see people charged because there's enough evidence to do it. There's enough evidence to do it. I have enough evidence here. No, I'm only on Rumble. I'm banned from everywhere else because I'm not allowed to make money for my family. But before I get into the mental health part, the whole Strawberry Douche thing is a witch hunt. And tragic, this is how you ruin communities. I don't know if you realize this, dipshit, but you go in with your wild tinfoil hat theories. You get everybody to run with it. It turns out that you're wrong. And then everybody gets pissed, and the only person that remains attached to your taint are Alex and AK. And then you threaten other women from that community that you just left. You are literally. Thank you, No Name, for becoming a Addict VIP. Thank you very much. What is the name of this channel, babe? I don't even know what the name of this channel is. Is it the Attic? Is it the... Anyway. Is it that bad? I'm on a channel I don't even know the name of. Listen, I'm gonna shoot from the hip, then we're gonna get into mental health. I'm not gonna be on here a lot, okay? I'm really not. Like I'll do panels with Clara and stuff like that, but I'm really dedicated to Rumble. I really am. I mean, I only have 400 followers, but like the gaming thing is really appealing to me. And I have been encouraged by someone, my therapist, to create a mental health channel where none of this stuff is talked about. And it's just about mental health, my experience, everybody else's experiences and stuff like that. Fuck views, fuck money to begin with, because that never happens right out the gate anyway. But I've been encouraged to do that, and I think I really want to do that because I'm sick of these fucking people. And I think we're at a point where there's enough evidence that there's got, like, you have to be able to get like 9 or 10 people together and all just fucking sue 1 or 2 people. Can you imagine? You just get one lawyer, bam, or just bam, you're on probation. They take away your internet privileges. People who get like this are not mentally well. And the unfortunate part is that they target and attack other people who are also not mentally well. I recall in my past, the worse I was, the worse they were, right? And it seemed like it would never fucking end. And it was bullshit. So, I allowed myself to go, dude. I went through metamorphosis. After the funeral, I went into this weird, like, I had to stream all the time. I was like latching on to people because I felt like I was losing everything, right? And I allowed my mental health to decline. I didn't get help. People kept telling me to go get help, not for any other reason than I just looked on. Of course I was unhappy. I was grieving. And I didn't do it until, the last year. So I wish I'd have done it sooner. I probably could have gotten myself out of this mess a little bit sooner, but I'm stubborn, and it doesn't take much. You don't have to listen. All my therapist said was, don't worry about the things you can't control and lose the Billy Badass nobody is going to fuck with me attitude, because they kind of go together. They kind of go together. The I'll fuck you up, do that type of talk and shit. They go together. So I did. Just stop giving a fuck about shit that isn't happening or I have no control over. And it's been so much more peaceful. And it's and in turn with that, I've been able to focus on the things that happen unnaturally with the damage that's been done to my brain and the way the chemical makeup is. So now I can worry about that. I don't have this other fucking horse shit on my head. I can worry about that and learn how to cope with that. Right? It takes a lot of practice, my friends. It does. It's like you have to be disciplined every day. I get up and I have to be like, if I feel bad, and when I say feel bad, I don't mean like, oh, my belly hurts. No, I mean like I mentally feel bad. Everybody knows. Anybody here that has a diagnosis or takes an antidepressant knows. You just don't feel good. And you try to get through it without any casualties. And I work in retail. I'm around people every fucking day. I have worked 24 days consecutively. Okay. I sure have. I haven't had, and I'm counting that day I went in for an hour and had somebody, I may have been there 2 hours. I had to have somebody come relieve me because I was so sick I was actually physically sick, not mentally sick. But anyway, it takes a lot. Every day I just tell myself, I can't control anything. Everything's out of my control. I can only control the things that I have control over, and I can't worry about the things I don't. And I know nobody, I don't have to tell the world. I don't have to walk around with a chip on my shoulder. I know nobody's going to fuck with me because I'm not going to allow them to. I don't have to announce it to the world. All right. Exactly, Lynn. It's weird. It's weird. Yeah, that's one of the things I was told today. We are in charge of our own emotions. Holy shit, guys! Thank you, No Name, for 10 memberships, like Scrange, Vicky, Peppermint Patty, DT, Janice, Faith Ludlow, Nikki, Chantel's maid, Lisa Simpson, Ed Drawer all got one. I love these when you donate memberships. It kind of like flushes people out. Like you're not a lurker anymore. You're a member now. You're a member now. Lisa Simpson, how you doing? Are you enjoying the show? Oh, I love it. Thank you, No Name. Thank you very much. Well, I just want to know if Lisa's enjoying the show. That's all I want to know. Do I seem like such a bad guy, Lisa? Have I said or done anything in the last hour and 13 minutes that would have any effect on anybody's life? Did I make any calls? Oh, I don't even have my phone. I don't even know where my phone is. Did I make any calls to the police department or CPS or FBI? We're all enjoying listening to you cry. Okay, that's cool. I didn't realize I was crying. Are you from another planet where talking is crying? See, this is another tactic that is used to discredit your argument. Okay, So you're telling me that nobody, even Aaliyah or anybody else, has the right to be upset about their lives being interfered with? That's what makes your comment psychopathic, because you have no apathy for anybody involved in it. It's stuff like this that makes me wish like there would be a civil war. I would just have a map. I know where I'm going. Cry? No, I don't think I've cried on video. Didn't Yabba just cry the other day and rage quit and grift off of her dead pedo daddy, baby daddy? I'm sorry, baby daddy. I corrected myself. What did they call it? Pocket watching? Yeah. Goddamn those pocket watchers. More projection, because it's exactly what they do. She called Belinda a pocket watcher and then announced what Belinda made. What? How you call somebody a pocket watcher and then tell them how much they made in their stream? Jesus Christ. Oy. Yeah, I mean, like, anger is a powerful drug, man. It really is. And there is good anger and there's bad anger. And it is okay to be angry, but it is not okay to take it out on the rest of the world, because it's not the rest of the world's fault. It's probably your problem. Maybe you are the problem. That could be it. Just saying. Guaranteed right now they know how many memberships have been given, how many dollars have been given. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. I just want you to know that anything Sam, Yaba, Tragic, or AK say, it is 100% projection. It is shit they do in their real life. It's stuff that they are familiar with. Always. We have to let it go and say, baby, we aren't mad for the right reasons. I'm only upset that there's been no type of justice for anyone who has been a victim. And then when the victims call themselves victims, these people pretend that they're the victims. What? This isn't gaslighting. This is just bringing a tank of gas in and just unleashing the lid. Shh. So anyway, yeah, Lisa, I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you took notes for your faithful commanders over there in North Korea. Guys, this is it for me. We're going to get together about 8:15 on my gaming channel. Oh my God, he's a gaming channel. He's the coolest guy on the internet. Ain't no angel. Welcome to the Attic VIPs. Welcome. Go check out my channel. I'm going to be playing Call of Duty tonight and murking fools and saying all kinds of foul language and cursing at people and basically abusing people for 2 hours. So come check it out. I'd appreciate it. And guys, be kind to yourselves and please be kind to others. I'll see you.